The Johnsky is a YouTube channel run by and run for people over the age of 13. People under the age of 13 should click off of this video right now, or watch with a parent or guardian. Viewer discretion is advised.
You don't scare me!
Mills is freaking today, Milishman. My name is King Prime, and welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Today, after a long hiatus, which probably shouldn't have happened, we are going to be taking a look at a figure which I should have taken a look at very long ago. That being the new Star Wars The Vintage Collection, A New Hope, Stormtrooper. Yes, it is finally time for me to review the Stormtrooper that I have lamented about for months and months on end. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at the card. Up top, we have that original 1978 style Star Wars trades from Kenner with the original Luke Skywalker and Leia pose here. We have a nice picture of the two Stormtroopers blasting from A New Hope, very reminiscent of the original Kenner card back. We have a red pill and a red backing for the Stormtrooper label. Down at the bottom, we have the Kenner trades. On the back of the card, we have the other Walmart exclusive figures, that being the two Bespin guards, the Imperial Gunner, the Stormtrooper, and R2. Only two of these I'm going to ever review. I don't plan on getting the other three at all. We have some legal jargon here, and that is pretty much it. I say it in every single one of these videos, my friends, but you only really care about the packaging if you are a carded collector, of which I am not. I'm here to open the toys and review them, and that is just what I'm going to do. Freeze frame.
America,
Freeze frame unfreeze, and here is the Stormtrooper in all his glory. But before we take a look at the figure itself, let me take a look at the accessory. There's only one of which that comes with this figure particularly, that being the E11 blaster, which is not new necessarily to any other E11 that we've got recently. Here is the E11 that we got in the Stormtrooper 4-pack, and here is the E11 that we get with this Stormtrooper, and as you can see, they are just about the same. No added details, no silver barrel, shroud, or anything like that, nothing new. But setting that to the side for now, let's actually take a look at the Stormtrooper, and I must say, objectively, this is the best Stormtrooper figure that we have in this scale. You can be biased to whichever one you prefer. This is probably my favorite, even though it does have its flaws, but it is the best, as in the most accurate, the most modern, with the most updated articulation and detail. This figure kind of does it all. Getting in real close here, we can see that nice new Stormtrooper head sculpt that we've been getting these last few years, which are, of course, very nice to see. I love seeing these personally. The Stormtrooper helmet is just so iconic, and this figure has an amazing likeness to that original helmet. Of course, it also does have the gray panel details that you see sporadically around the Stormtrooper's helmet, although it's appearing far grayer on camera than it is in real life. It's more of a light gray. Almost silvery in real life. You also have the blue tallies that we see on most Stormtrooper helmets. As you can see, they are on both sides. Silver details on what I believe to be the voice part of the Stormtrooper's helmet, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not that fluent with Stormtrooper armor. The rest of his armor is, of course, just that same shiny white. His thermal detonator is, in fact, painted in that same gray that we saw on the helmet. And he does have a few nice little details in silver and blue on his abdomen, which is great to see. He does, of course, have a holster, as most Stormtroopers do, and as they all should, at least in my opinion. And, of course, with that, you can store the E11. I didn't think it would store at first, or it would fit at least, but as it turns out, it does indeed fit in there. It has an open bottom for the barrel and the foregrip to go in. So it does fit in there very nicely. It's very snug fit. It's actually kind of hard to get it in the first time, but it's that soft enough plastic to be able to take it in and out, and after a while it'll loosen up. Nothing at the ankles. There's no Stormtrooper socks that we saw recently with the artillery Stormtrooper, so just the normal white as it should be. Black bodysuit showing in through the knee details and the hips, and that is about it. As for the articulation of this figure, it does, of course, have a dumbbell joint at the head. As you can see, the joint is inside the helmet, and the socket is in the neck, so you can get some nice action going there. He does have an outward swivel at the arm. It can go about that far out. There's a little cutout for the top of the armor piece, as well as a 360-degree range of motion at the shoulder. His elbow does bend 90 degrees, about that far. Could be more, but honestly, it's okay. You do have an in and out joint at this hand, as well as a swivel, and on the other one, an up and down, as most blaster wielding figures do, and as all of them should, in my opinion, an up and down at the right hand, and an in and out at the left. He does have a very good abdomen joint, so you can get him doing crunches, him getting his reps in, which is always good to see. Nothing at the waist proper, unfortunately, but you do have the cursed hip joints that I absolutely freaking despise. The 2-point swivel joints, and mind the angle here. But as much as I hate these, it is the most modern, as I said. It is the most updated Stormtrooper that we have, and this is the most modern articulation. We don't have any with ball joints yet. God, I hope we get some in the future, but as of right now, this is what we have, and this can serve okay. You also have an upper thigh swivel, as you can see here, so you can get him doing the stanky leg. You have a hinge joint at the knee, which can go just about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit less. You do have a hinge joint at the foot, so you can get some very extended poses there. And the entire main attraction of this figure, you do have the ankle tilt or ankle pivot, which can go very far out, or very far in and very far out, so you can get a nice range of motion there. The only thing that I don't like about this figure, other than the hip joints, is you can't really tell on camera, but this figure might have yellowed a little bit. Just in the helmet area, in fact, just in the front of the helmet area. I see it with my eyes. I don't think it's coming up on camera because my lighting is very warm, but it does seem like just a little bit of this figure has yellowed. I think that might be just my case. You probably don't need to worry about that. But knowing how Hasbro is with some of their white plastics with their Transformers figures, that just might be something for you to worry about. If you are planning on picking up these figures, you want to make sure they're not yellowed, because, you know, some Star Wars figures have histories of yellowing in the past. But that's enough about yellowing. Let's do another freeze frame and get into the size comparison. Freeze frame. Yeah! Freeze frame on freeze. So for comparison, here we have the Artillery Stormtrooper. Here we have the Heavy Assault Stormtrooper from Jedi Fallen Order. And here we have a Stormtrooper Captain from the 4-packs that I reviewed a while ago. And of course, what would the Johnski video be without the golden standard of action figures himself? The man, the myth, the legend, Dark Times Darth Vader. And I'm just going to get this guy out of here because he's kind of garbage. So as you can see, these three Stormtroopers that share a mold are just about the same height, other than the Artillery Stormtrooper, but he's just standing kind of tall right now because I have him. This Stormtrooper's kind of slouched. And as he should, Vader rightfully towers over him, even with the stand. Even without it, he would, but, you know, that's just how it be. Anyway, let's get on to my final thoughts so I can tell you what I think about this figure. Freeze frame.
They found us. Prepare to engage.
Roger that.
I'm firing explosive eggs at the vestibule of the vault.
Good. That should stall them.
Got a hit for 77?
Nice.
I'm camping in this corner. I have a fat slug ready for whoever dares enter this vault.
Incoming egg.
126.
Suck on this, you wampa turd!
I got capped.
I knocked one.
We got more incoming. Skywalker, revive me quick.
I got you, Mando. Master Kenobi, cover me.
Affirmative. Same strat as last time, boys.
They're approaching. Get ready.
Here they are. Mando, what's your status?
Revive completed. Drinking a slurp.
Engaging enemy. Oh heavens, I have been terminated.
Let's eliminate this fool, Mando.
Target destroyed.
Excellent. Luke, gritty on that bum while Mando revives me.
I was thinking the same thing, Master.
All right, let's go cap Loot Island and finish this game with crowns.
Freeze frame on freeze. You already know what I think about this figure. I love it. I do wish it was just a little bit better. As I said earlier, that yellowing problem does concern me just a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to affect the future of this figure. I'll probably release an update if anything does come of it. If not, then you don't need to worry about it. I also don't really like the hip joints, but you already know that if you're a longtime follower of the channel. I despise the 2-point hip joints. I think ball joints are far superior. And with the amount of figures that have been getting ball jointed hips in the past, like Cal Kestis, all the Mandalorian figures, there's no reason the Stormtrooper shouldn't have one. I expect at some point we will get a new Stormtrooper with ball jointed hips, and I'll buy a million of those things because, as you all know, I'm a filthy, filthy army builder, and that is just what I do. But if that is just what you do, and you like the Imperial Stormtrooper, or you like Star Wars in general, the Empire, what have you, make sure you share this video with your friend, make sure you share it with your Facebook groups, all that good stuff. If you like the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really helps me keep making these videos, helps the channel grow. That's going to be pretty much it for this video, my friends. Thank you so very much for watching, and as always, peace.